Hi, I am the neighbor. And today I wanted
You
to
don't have a name, neighbor?
I am Airreyah. My name is Airreyah.
Oh, hi, Airreyah.
Hi,
I'm Mr. Spicer. And this is Miss Lawrence, and she's shredding chicken.
I can't do this. You acting like that. Oh my goodness.
It makes you really nervous, it does. But it's really
He's going to be quiet. She's going to walk you through the steps of making a peach cobbler. She is home making her dough.
Yes, what Miss Curtis said. I'm starting to make my dough. I'm making a lot of dough, but normally you start with about 2 cups of flour. I also like a little bit of a sweeter dough, so I have a 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. You just add that in, and yeah, and then you got your cream. I'm gonna do about 2/3 of a cup, and start with that. And then I just work it in until it gets to the right consistency.
Now, what did we just add? I'm sorry, I missed that.
2 of whipping cream.
Whipping cream, got it.
I forgot to add my butter. And don't forget butter, because you need that. And mix it. That's up to you. This is a hand thing.
Oh, if you want to use your hands, that's fine.
You're going to mix that in by hand?
Yeah. They're washed.
Yeah.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, kids.
Yes, please. During this time.
In the
it's
dirt.
Very
What?
In the dirt.
No.
To be safe, I will go ahead and use the whisk. Because Mr. Jason is funny. Oh, I forgot. It's
okay,
Spicer. It's Mr. Spicer. And don't be afraid to make a mess, kids, because that's what comes with making homemade dough.
But you better clean it up.
Yes, don't be making your parents clean it up. And you just keep working it, and because eventually you'll have to.
I see why you have to use your hands.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
You can use your hands.
I'm about to.
Okay, use your hands. The whisk is not a good idea. It just clumps inside.
Yeah.
It looks like a big popsicle.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to break up this butter really quickly.
Okay.
My butter's a little frozen still. It's better if you use just refrigerated butter. It doesn't have to be frozen, just for the breaking up process and mixing it. Okay, now I'm gonna empty out the whisk. 'Cause it's full.
I don't think yours pauses.
It will.
Okay. Okay, so we're back again, and I am now kneading the dough with my hands, trying to mix all of the dry contents together. You'll start knowing that it's getting to the right consistency when it sticks together and it's smoother than what it looks like in this bowl. So you just continue to mix it up and work with it. It might get frustrating, but don't give up. This dough is pretty simple to make, so if you feel like you're getting tired, feel free to take a break and you can come back and knead it some more. But make sure you're mixing all the dry contents. They tend to fall to the bottom of the bowl.
I feel like you might need a bigger bowl.
I feel like I might need a bigger bowl too.
This one. I got it dried out.
It'll stick to your hands. You just get it off your fingers, and then there you go. Then you can go to a bigger bowl.
If you realize that your bowl was too small.
This is one of my favorite mixing bowls. It just didn't work out for me today. Thank you. Yes, much better. So you get that together and get it pretty nice. And that's that process.
I feel like you might need more butter too.
More butter?
That's just
What
me.
did you say?
Butter. Because butter usually helps adhere it.
Yeah.
That's 'cause
It's
I
dry.
thought it was frozen.
Yeah, that's why. It's okay to tinker with this recipe because that's what happens. I always tinker with it to get it the way I want it. So if you feel like something's not right, then fix it. Good philosophy. But that's usually what I work on. We're getting there, actually. Slowly but surely.
Is this the pause button, maybe?
You just hit that same button.
But that's what ended it last time.
Adding the peaches. So, right here we have our mixture with our peaches. I put in some cinnamon, about a teaspoon and a half of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a cup of sugar, and a cup of brown sugar, and then about a third of a cup of flour, and then some water. And you mix it all together and let it cook, and it should look pretty consistent to this. You want it to be a little thicker when you put it in your pie crust. And you should be able to smell it too.
It smells like cinnamon and peaches.
Yes.
Hold on one sec. I'm trying to make my thing less cloudy. Okay.
And then you just start putting the peaches in there. Hold on.
You want a spoon?
Move your thingy. Because there was that burger. I knew that one was burger. I like to get the peaches in there before the juice, so I can know how many peaches are in there.
Oh, you'll definitely get 2 cobblers out of this.
Yeah. You see it filling up your pie crust.
It smells good. Makes me a little nervous. That it's
Yeah, I
hanging
agree.
off
I
the
noticed
edge.
it. Put some more peaches in there. It's a lot of juice. Not enough peaches. I'll just save this juice for when I make Isaiah's pie. It definitely makes a lot, as you can see. Don't be afraid to make another pie. Your family will love it. And they'll appreciate you for it. It's off. Okay, and now you can see here that I rolled out the rest of the dough that I had. And I cut it into strips. We're going to be fancy today. And we're going to lay our strips across.
Lattice work.
What she said.
Oh, I was asking.
Oh.
Is this going to be like where you put it the other way and you lift one, drop one, lift one, drop one?
No.
Oh.
We are going to just...
Make squares?
Yes.
Or diamonds? Doesn't matter.
Yes, I like diamonds better. They're still kind of far apart for me. I want them to be a little closer. No. They're trying to move on me, so feel free to just...
Be mean to them.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to make diamonds.
I don't know. Whatever happens, happens, man. Baking is such an art. Honestly, don't be afraid to mess up. Have fun with it. Don't be too worried about how it looks. As long as it tastes good. That's my motto. Here, I'm going to scoot it over now.
Off of Miss Curtis's Funfetti cupcakes.
Okay, now.
Squares.
Squares. Squares are easier this time.
Miss Curtis, what are the qualities of a square?
4 sides, all the same.
4 sides.
Sides and angles.
Ooh. Look
We're
at
using this as a teaching moment to teach math and science too. That's what we've been doing.
that. Yes.
So,
Whenever you have... I got some more dough. I'm going to use a little bit more. really quickly. Just roll it up again and flatten it back out.
Look, you made diamonds. If it's a square this way, and it's a diamond this way.
Right.
Not a diamond, a rhombus.
Rhombus.
There you go.
That's what I remember.
I call them diamonds.
That's why she's the math teacher.
And I'm the science teacher.
Oh, there's all kinds of scientific qualities about baking. It's great.
And math. Math and science have become very good partners
They really do.
in cooking.
It's good because with this, I won't have hardly any waste.
You didn't want to cut these edges off?
I forgot about that. I'll cut them off later. I only have a little bit of waste, so it's not a big deal.
She'll use it for her second pie.
Yes.
It's not waste.
See? Miss Lawrenson is very helpful because I forgot about that too.
A way to make quick cuts is very gently. Don't press down too hard if you've got laminate. Very gently use a pizza cutter and cut strips.
It works very well. I only have. You can easily stretch it back out. I really only needed that one other piece. Oh no.
I think you need another one right there too.
I agree. I still don't want it to be too thick. Neighbor is getting tired, so neighbor is getting a bit lazy. Make sure you have plenty of energy when you do this, kids. Okay. And then after that, I'm just gonna...
Butter.
That too. Oh, I gotta go get my pastry brush. But like I did earlier, I'm gonna cut the edges off.
Make sure they don't land on the ground.
Yes, and make sure they don't land on the ground. And if they do, pick them up.
And put them in the trash. Do not eat them. Don't give them to your animals or your pets either. Trash. You do not want your pets getting sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar and flour in this dish.
Can I use the fork to press?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Probably make it prettier than you use the butter part. So, now, Miss Lawrenson just did me a favor and she went through and pressed the edges of the pie with the fork. It kind of just seals it there and makes it look pretty. What I got here is some melted butter. It's not melted all the way. It's fine, because you don't have to go all crazy with it. But I'm just going to butter all of the crust.
I think that might be a lot of butter.
Yeah, it is. You know, probably don't need that much butter, but I'm just going to butter all of the crust.
Very carefully, guys.
Because your crust can break.
Yep, that's why we got this little guy. It's a ladder.
It's okay if butter gets in your mixture as well.
It's not going to hurt it.
Just add some flavor. It's a lot of butter.
It's okay.
So, I do understand now, the biggest reason that we do freeze the dough is because with all the hot fillings going in it, it'll make your dough softer. And it's okay for it to be soft, but it's a lot easier to break when it's soft. So, when
You want it to freeze so it gets a little tough.
Yes. So, whenever baking, just remember that everything goes as it goes. Just go with the flow sometimes. It'll be okay. All right.
And we preheated the oven to 400. Alright. Oven is open. I'm wondering if we might need to drop the...
I'll put it in the middle rack.
Okay.
Now, also, if you get spilling in your oven, please get a responsible adult to clean it out. Because they know not to mess with it until
It's
the
cold.
oven is cooler. But it's in the oven at 400 degrees, and check it about 45 minutes. And you know it's done when the crust is golden brown. So if it takes longer or shorter, feel free to eat it, as long as the crust is golden brown. Alrighty, thank you.
No, you can't cook cold. It pulled. We have an escapee.
It came over the sides too.
Well,
Not too
I'm
bad.
showing
I
the
meant to
kids.
check it. Oh well.
I'm recording. So
So it's done. As you can see, it overflowed a bit.
she will be cleaning the oven because guys, if this happens to you, do not touch it.
Wait till the oven cools down.
Tell your parents that there's stuff on the bottom. Do not touch it.
So that will happen. I recommend putting like a cookie sheet underneath it, so that way it'll fall onto that, or But other than that, this is the finished product, and
yeah,
enjoy. I hope you guys do good. I don't know.
Send pictures of what you make.